Hi, good morning guys, glad you could join me. What I'd like to do today is just talk quickly on an emergency tinder that can be found pretty much all over the world, and that's this stuff, Greater Reedmace, or more commonly known as cattails. These cattails I picked out around about a week ago, 10 days ago, and they dried out quite nicely now. And you know, if you look at it, it's still at the velvet stage. You know, maybe if I'd left them a little bit longer, certainly, you know, late spring, after the birds have finished pecking at them, where they use it for nesting material and that kind of thing, that the elements get to it and the air and the weather gets to them, and that's when you see them then, and it just looks like one massive cotton wool. But at the moment, like I was saying, you know, this is just at the seed stage or the velvet stage. So if we break one of these open, as we've all seen, they kind of explode everywhere with seeds. Just like so. And if we try to light them as they are just in this state, it's what's referred to as a flash tinder, which you'll all see just how quickly that it just burns and flashes around the outside. And just at the state at the moment, you know, it's not really worth using, you know, as a tinder. It's just not going to get anything lit. It's not burning for long enough. So one thing which you can do with it, just like you would do if you're using cotton wool, and that's just by mixing petroleum jelly with it, something like Vaseline or Chapstick, that kind of thing. And if we just break open just a little bit more, just get a few of the seeds out. You don't need a great deal. And what I'm going to do is just mix it with a little bit of, say, Chapstick or just a little bit of Vaseline, something like that, which I carry. You know, it comes in handy for certain things, for this kind of thing, but also if you've got steel that needs protection, you've got nothing else that you can use, that you can just actually rub some of this on it. Now when it comes to using these, like I said, it's not my preferred method of tinder. It may just be the fact that I've got nothing else, or, you know, it's nice just to play about with different things and just see what works and what doesn't work. You know, certainly during wet weather, I'll be looking at birch or fat wood, something like that, compared to, you know, what I would be using the cattails. But like I was saying, if you've got nothing else, then, you know, this may be just the only thing that you've got at hand and the only thing that you can use. So just mixing it in thoroughly like you would do if you're using cotton wool. Just making sure that all them fibres are coated. And this is going to do a couple of things. One, it's going to stop it from blowing away from you, but also it's just going to stop that flashing and just help it just to burn just a little bit longer time. Just help then to get the other kind of tinders going which you may have, or whether it be feather sticks, that kind of thing. So as you can see now, with that chapstick in it there, just burning very much similar to how your cotton wool would, and just extending just the amount of time that it's going to burn for you. So with the cattail and the chapstick, that burnt for around about 2 minutes, so not bad, you know, compared to how it burnt just as a flash tinder. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to make some charred cloth anyway and just make a drink. So I thought I'd have a go of just actually charring some of this cattail, just to see how it looks and how it works, and just have a go just using the ferro rod or flint and steel, just to see how it ignites. Now again, you know, if this was later in the year and this was just like its cotton wool stage, you know, that this would break off quite a bit easier and just get in the can just a little bit simpler. What I'm going to do is just break the seeds off and just stuff them quite tightly and compact them into the can. Just getting as much in there as we can get in. I'm just going to pop this on the fire just like you would do any kind of charred cloth or punk wood or anything else that you're charring. So the can was in the fire for around about 45 minutes an hour, and once I pulled it out, it's cooled down now for around about half an hour. Nice and cool, so I know it's safe to open without any oxygen going in and just starting the combustion up. And if we just open the lid up there, and what we've got inside is pretty much a compacted cake of the seeds, which have charred all the way through. So what I'm going to do, just bring the camera down now and just use the ferro rod, and we'll just run a spark over it, just to see how it combusts. So just giving you a close up there, and as you can see, like I was referring to, a nice compact cake of all the seeds which are charred. And if we just break it, I've just popped that in the lid just to stop it from blowing away, and if the camera will pick that up there, you can see how it's glowing. Red all the way through, so again you can put that in a tin, the bundle, and just get a little bird's nest going and just get your fire lit using this. Well, that's it for this one, guys. Like I was saying, just a real quick one really, just about the Greater Reedmace or the cattail, and just a couple of ways which I know just how to use it as a tinder source. You know, as a flash tinder, you know, it's not very good, but certainly mixing it with a little bit of petroleum jelly, but also charring it, you know, just makes it then a little bit more viable, you know, and just makes it a little bit more acceptable to be able to make fires with it. You know, we all know as a plant, absolutely brilliant. Everything from fire lighting, you know, using it as a tinder, or using the shafts, you know, and hand drills and that kind of thing, you know, all the way to food and shelter building using the plant. So like always, guys, it just leaves me to say thanks a lot for you stopping by and watching the video. Like always, until next time, you take care, I'll see you again.